Hi, teacher. Now I'm going to talk about a mysterious stories that I have from my grandmother. Okay, this mysterious story take place in her small hometown. She lived in an hacienda where her parents work, and within that hacienda there was an abandoned chapel that everyone in the town and inside the hacienda believed that was haunted. The chapel had been empty for many decades, and the locals claimed to hear stranger noises like footsteps and some whispers coming from the inside of the chapel at night. But no one dared to enter to the chapel. So one night, my grandmother and her younger sister decided to test their courage, and they gathered near the chapel at midnight, armed with candles to light their way. As they approached, the main door opened on its own without any effort and sending chills down their spines. Inside the chapel, the air felt icy and the walls were covered in mold and mud stains. Suddenly, they hear a faint crying coming from a near statue of God, and terrified but curious, they follow the sound until they reached the front of the chapel and found an old dusty book that it wasn't the Bible. My grandmother says that the book belonged to a man who has disappeared years ago, and the last entry mentioned a curse on the entire hacienda. Uh, as soon as they read, a loud crash echoed, and they fell in terror. So, my grandmother told me that the next day, after they entered to the chapel mysteriously burned to the ground. And no one could explain how the fire started, and the book was never seen again. So, until this day, my grandmother insists that the chapel and the entire hacienda were cursed, and the mystery of what happened there remains unsolved until today. Thanks for your attention.